guys, what's up? How's it going? This is Easy Drawings, and today we're going to go over how to draw Martian Manhunter, a character I've really liked a lot, but he always got kind of beat up. But I'm going to do kind of portrait style version of him. I'm going to be using these tools, but I'm going to go over them as I use them. So right now I'm using a pencil. I'm using an Aqua Sketch 6B, and it's basically a regular graphite pencil, so there's nothing to really kind of worry about. You can use basically a number 2 pencil if you want for this part. Martian Manhunter is kind of known for his gigantic brow, and I'm kind of going into this loosely, and what I want to do is I want to build a framework I can kind of build features into. He has kind of this mean look. He's basically the Vision of DC. You know, he's got like the very similar attributes. Usually has like kind of an elongated rectangular face, as a lot of the superheroes do, you know. They tend to kind of portray that. But right now I'm going in very loosely, just very loosely to get a broad idea of what I want. I want he's got a gigantic kind of collar as well. Let's see if I'm on the page still. I am. And this is all for the purposes of turn the sound on. Anyways, that's pretty much my basic outline, right? See how easy that was? That's very, very easy, right? Because a lot of the thing is I already know the structure of the head, but you just kind of do this loosely to kind of get an idea of where you want things. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to go in with actually, I'm probably going to go on with this marker. This is called an Artist Minds marker. And Artist Minds is basically it's a Sharpie, in all honesty. It's really just a Sharpie. It smells really not great, so I would do this in a room where there's a lot of air, things of that sort. Going in here to that kind of like deep kind of crevices of the eye socket. I'm trying to leave that open for the eyes. I'm not sure if I'm going to want the eyes there or not ultimately, but I'm putting it in there just in case. I do also like the way he has it kind of like, you know, that kind of deep look to the eyes where you can't see his eyes. That also has kind of a cool look. His nose causes a cast shadow on the top of his lip. Below the chin, not below the chin, below the mouth there, below the lower lip, below the chin now. And I'm doing these relatively quick. I'm going to refine them with something else, which I'll show you. That's the collar there, which kind of goes over and creates this pretty big shape, noticeable shape. Same thing on this side as well. I'm not drawing the outside of the collar yet. What I'm doing right now is I'm really finding the darks, the large masses of dark, to help me out. And they really do help out finding the overall image quickly, actually, finding the darks. So I found a lot of darks there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with something else. I'm going to go in over here with a smaller pen. This is a Artist Loft. It's a zero. It's not 0.5. I think it's 0.5. I'm not totally sure. It's kind of rubbed off, but it is a fairly thick. It's fairly thick. It's not too. It's not. It's not very thin. So I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna find parts of the ear. All these characters have very high cheekbones, depending on who's drawing them, obviously. Trying to even out the sides of the head. Going on the outside of the collar, finding that. Right over here, finding the jowls a little bit. So right now I'm at a stage where I want to let it dry a tiny bit, and I want to go on with a kneaded eraser. I have just eraser really. I have a kneaded eraser, which is that squishy one, and I want to erase all the lines, and it'll kind of give me some clarity as to where I'm at. Once I have that, I can really I feel like I can look at it more clearly. I'm gonna go along the outer edge here, and I want to do what I've been doing for the last few, which is I want to build in a kind of framework of a background framing the image. And again, that's for really my own kind of style. I just like it. You can find your own kind of thing like that as well. In terms of like, what is something that you like doing, just for style's sake. You can give some character to your work. It's just fun to do it, to be honest. Tracing out the edges here and then filling it in. This marker is pretty good. It's starting to slightly die, but it's doing alright. And then I'm going to go back in, the Artist Loft, and take care of some smaller details on the face. Smaller creases. Smaller details make a huge world of difference, I noticed. I guess it shows this attention to detail that that the artist will have, and you're like, oh, okay, he cares, or he knows that, or he knows what he's doing there, or something of that sort. But and I'm going to throw this back here because this collar's behind him. I'm going to throw these, I wouldn't say cross-hatching, but these like straight lines, almost like a half cross-hatching pattern. I want this line over here on the side of his neck to be a little thicker, so I'm taking the other one. There you go. And that's pretty much it. That would be a one way to draw Martian Manhunter right here, like a portrait version of him. You know, these things you can do with anybody. Also, that's another thing you got to keep in mind. You can do these with almost anyone. If you want to frame it out, maybe we'll do like dramatic shot. Very similar to the Frank Miller style. Do a very graphic image, meaning graphic as in the darks and the lights really stand out. Anyways, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it, and like it if you did like the drawing, and I'm going to do more of these for a while, and I'll see you soon.